Greetings, historians, and welcome back to House of Ideas Historian. I've got another quick one for you today. So I've got a lot of content coming up. I've got a lot on my plate and a lot that I'm planning on putting out. So for now, bear with me. It's another short little unboxing. Another live sale from Phoenix. Picked up a couple books. Nothing crazy, but honestly, it's comic books. So who cares? I'm excited. So let's go on and dig on in, because why not? Alright, so all unpacked, ready to go. I'm going to start us off right now and let us know what the theme of the sale was. It was a Thorsday sale. Why? Because it was on Thursday and they were selling Thor books. So we've got some Thor books here for you. Honestly, I don't even really remember what we got in here. So let's dig on in. Top of the pack, we've got... Alright, so I don't even know what book this is. I was quickly going, but this looked freaking cool as hell. Look at this virgin cover. I will let you know what it is a little bit later, but sick, nasty cover. And I will always buy a sick, nasty cover when I have the opportunity. So moving right along, and it looks like, yet again, we've got another sick, nasty virgin cover. Probably gonna try to make a little bit of a Thor section in my room somewhere, if I can find room on my walls. Maybe. Venom's not going anywhere. We'll see what happens. Just moving right along, because I don't even remember what the book that was. Alright, so we have got The Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla. Now, this is a variant because we've got my boy Malekith the Accursed. I freaking love this guy. I talked about it in this video right here. The MCU villains that got wrong because the MCU hurt my boy Malekith. Moving right along. And here's that same book, but the actual one, not a variant. Again, Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla. And we get to see Jane Foster. Obviously, that's not her, but that's a statue. This was a great book. This was a great book because it tied in a lot that already happened and some stuff that we had just seen, but also gave us an idea of what's to come in the future. And there's some pretty awesome shots of the goddesses of thunder, the granddaughters of old man King Thor from the distant future. Stuff that we've seen back in 2013 that we just kind of keep seeing little bits and pieces of. So I'm all about that. Moving right along. Alright, so this is not a current book like those. In fact, I have to look at it. It is The Mighty Thor 410. And can any of my followers right here tell me why I picked up The Mighty Thor number 410? Anyone? Well, if you're trying to think of a major story arc or something that significant that happened in this book, you beat me to it because I have no idea. The only reason I bought this is because of this man right here, Victor Von Doom. It was cheap and I love Doom. So, as usual, Phoenix threw in a free comic. And we are so thankful for them for throwing in a free comic. However, this is a DC book. And while we understand and respect DC for who they are and what they've done for the comic community, this is a Marvel channel. We're not going to read a DC book. In all honesty, I like DC. They've done a lot for the comic community as a whole. I'm just a Marvel fan. So, moving right along. We have got Thor number 2. This is that next Thor run we were talking about, but more importantly, you know who this guy is right here. That is Gorr, the God Butcherer. One of the best Thor villains out there, like completely. Seriously, when it comes to Thor villains, you've got Loki, Malekith, and Gorr, the God Butcherer in my book. Let me know what you think. Who's your favorite Thor villain? It's probably Loki, right? Everyone likes Loki, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Alright, moving on, we've got 2 books left. We have got This one is pretty cool. This is not, again, not a sought-after key. We're going to just call it a minor key, but it is a key. We've got 2 reasons we really like this book. We're going to show you right here. It's the Mighty Thor number 20. Now, this cover looks familiar. Either you have read Mighty Thor number 20, which you probably have, or you are very familiar with the very first appearance of Beta Ray Bill, because this is a homage cover to the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. So it's cool. That's the whole reason we got it, right? No, there's actually another reason. The reason it's a homage cover to Beta Ray Bill was one of the wielders of Mjolnir, and therefore one of the Thors in the history. In Mighty Thor number 20, we meet another Thor. History time. So, at the end of Secret Wars, Earth 1610 was destroyed. That is the Ultimate Universe. Gone. Kaput. Never to be seen again. But there were some survivors. The Maker made its crossover. Miles Morales made his crossover. And, very importantly to this book, it is the Ultimate Mjolnir made its crossover. But it laid unused and untouched. There was a mini run of the Unworthy Thor, where Thor fought against Thanos and the Collector so that no one would claim this hammer. You thought that maybe the Odinson would pick up the hammer, but he didn't. He left it because it was not his Mjolnir. He felt the rage of a dead world and the rage of a dead Thor. He could not do it. But Mjolnir must have a wielder, so it called out to someone across the cosmos. Anyone in the classroom know who it called out to? Of course you do, because you've read the Mighty Thor series. It's none other than Volstagg. Oh my gosh, lovable, rotund Volstagg picked up the 1610 Mjolnir and has become the War Thor. And dude, he was freaking awesome. He barely lasted. I mean, we're talking like 5 or 6 issues, maybe 10 at most, before this Mjolnir was destroyed by Mangog. But this was such a cool book because the homage cover, because the first appearance of the War Thor, I'm waiting for, hey Funko, I know you watched this. Could you please make me a Volstagg pop? He's going to be like this big and super round, but I want to put him right next to the first appearance of the War Thor. Please, thank you. And we're on to the last book, and it's nothing crazy, but it is 1, a cool cover, 2, it's a number 1, but it's also the first book of the next Jason Aaron run, following Jane Foster's demise and then rebirth. But the Odinson picks up, not Mjolnir, because it was destroyed, but picks up the mantle of Thor once again. Alright, I mean, that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know the drill. Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe for all future content. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Excelsior, true believers. Till next time.